In recent years, images of natural disasters have filled our screens. We have watched as earthquakes shattered entire cities, wildfires turned forests into ash, hurricanes flooded coastal towns, and rivers burst their banks after relentless rain. These events can leave us feeling powerless. It is not surprising that many people, when faced with such destruction, wonder, is this the beginning of the end for our world? For some, the sheer scale and frequency of disasters seem overwhelming. Social media and news headlines often speak of record-breaking storms or unprecedented fires. With every new tragedy, worries about the future grow stronger. Some people ask, are these events warnings of something bigger? Perhaps even signs that the world is ending? These fears are ancient. Across time, humans have tried to find meaning in chaos. When nature shows its might, it shakes our sense of safety. The idea that disasters could be a signal of doom is both old and very human. Still, it is important to step back and look deeper. Are natural disasters really signals that the end is near, or are there other explanations? Let us explore how people have answered this question throughout history and what science tells us today. Long before the internet or TV, people searched for reasons behind disasters in their communities. Many cultures believed earthquakes, floods, or storms were warnings or punishments from powerful gods. Ancient Greek myths told of angry deities shaking the earth or flooding lands to punish humans. Norse mythology described the end of the world, Ragnarok, marked by terrible storms and quakes. The Bible's Book of Revelation describes plagues, earthquakes, and fire as signs before final judgment. Such beliefs offered comfort, but also fear, and helped people make sense of tragedy. Even today, echoes of these beliefs remain after every big disaster. But now, modern science gives us a very different view of why disasters happen. It often feels like disasters are happening more often than ever. Every week there's news of another storm, fire, or earthquake somewhere in the world. But is the world really more dangerous, or are we just hearing about more disasters than before? Technology is a big reason for this feeling. News now travels faster than ever, and social media brings real-time images and stories right into our homes. Also, more people live in areas at risk, so when disasters strike, more people and property are affected. We're also better at recording disasters, even in remote places. So, while it feels like there are more disasters, much of this is because we're more connected and more aware. Despite the dramatic images we see, fewer people are dying from natural disasters today than in the past. This may seem surprising, but it is true. Thanks to advances in science, technology, and planning, humanity has become much better at predicting, preparing for, and responding to disasters. Early warning systems now give people time to escape from hurricanes or tsunamis. Building codes help structures survive earthquakes or resist flooding. Emergency services are better trained and equipped to rescue people and provide aid. Vaccines and clean water prevent disease outbreaks after disasters strike. Studies show that while the number of people affected by disasters can be high, the number of fatalities has dropped in many parts of the world. For example, a century ago, a major earthquake or storm could kill tens of thousands. Now, with better planning and response, far fewer lives are lost, even in large disasters. Of course, challenges remain. Some countries still have fewer resources to prepare for or recover from disasters. But overall, human knowledge and cooperation have saved countless lives, turning the tide against nature's worst. Natural disasters are not random acts of anger from the heavens. Science has shown us that they are the result of natural processes, sometimes sudden, sometimes slow, but always explainable. Earthquakes happen when the planet's huge plates of rock shift and grind against each other deep underground. Volcanoes erupt when magma forces its way to the surface through cracks in the Earth's crust. Hurricanes and typhoons form over warm ocean waters. They grow stronger with the right mix of heat, moisture, and wind. Floods can be triggered by heavy rain, melting snow, or broken dams. Wildfires often start from lightning strikes or human activity in dry forests. Climate change is making some disasters worse. As the world warms, storms can become more intense and heat waves more severe. Rising sea levels mean that coastal flooding is more common. But even these changes are gradual, not sudden signs of the world's end. When we understand the reasons behind disasters, we can better prepare for them. Far from being omens, these events are part of how our planet works. Natural disasters are not new. Far from it, they are older than humanity itself. Fossil records show that giant volcanic eruptions, massive floods, and even asteroid impacts have shaped the Earth's history. Some disasters in the distant past were far more destructive than anything we see today. For example, about 66 million years ago, a huge asteroid struck the Earth and wiped out most of the dinosaurs. Supervolcanoes have erupted and darkened the sky for years at a time, changing the climate and threatening all life. Yet, through all these events, life continued. Humans, too, have survived great disasters, sometimes by moving, sometimes by adapting, always by learning. Throughout history, people built new cities after earthquakes, learned to farm after floods, and developed new ways to live with nature's dangers. Our ability to adapt and rebuild is one of our greatest strengths. This long record should reassure us. While disasters can bring hardship, they are not the end. They are a test of our resilience and our willingness to learn. Why do disasters feel so much more intense and frequent today? Part of the answer lies in our minds. Humans are drawn to big stories. When something dramatic happens, we naturally search for meaning. News outlets and social media feed this desire by focusing on the most shocking events. Seeing disaster images over and over can make us anxious. Psychologists call this the availability bias. The more easily we remember something, the more common we think it is. When disasters are constantly in our news feeds, they feel ever-present, even if the world is not more dangerous than before. Culture also plays a role. Films, books, and even video games often imagine the end of the world, feeding our fears. Some people look for patterns, believing that a string of disasters must mean something bigger is coming. But most of the time, these are coincidences, not clues. Understanding these mental tricks can help us stay calm. It reminds us that fear can grow even when the facts do not support it. So, are natural disasters a sign that the world is ending? Science says no. Disasters are reminders that we live on a dynamic, ever-changing planet. They are not messages of doom, but challenges we must face together. Each event teaches us how to prepare better, how to help one another, and how to respect the forces of nature. In the face of disaster, people often show their best side, coming together to rescue neighbors, rebuild cities, and protect the vulnerable. Communities grow stronger when they work as one. We should not be afraid. Instead, we should use our knowledge to reduce risks, adapt to a changing climate, and support each other in times of need. Our future depends not on fear, but on action, hope, and unity. Let disasters remind us of our shared responsibility for the Earth and for each other, not as signs of the end, but as calls to build a safer, kinder world for all.